Welcome to episode 25 of the Reboot franchise. We have started getting on a bit of a, well, not a winning streak. We've been on a winning streak for a while, I think. We started getting on a bit of a streak of good offense. It's been working well, both phases of the game. Passing's been looking better, but we've got to remember and really think about this every play. We are a run-first team, and that is what we've got to stick to. Trayvon Bromley, Jaquan Barber, these guys can move the ball. We do that first. Then off play action and, normal passes. We hit George Connor, Jakeem Grant, who can get behind defenders, especially if they're looking for that run. And then we hit Juju Smith-Schuster when you need to. When you need a man to make a catch, he can make that catch. Our tight end's not bad either. And the defense, they play hard. They are ready to hunt quarterbacks. They're ready to pick passes off. They're ready to do absolutely everything. They can stop the run. I mean, we struggle a little bit more against the run than against the pass, but we're good against everything. And these 2-6 49ers don't stand a chance. Let's take a look at the poor souls who will be trying to come up against us and facing us at home. Quarterback Zach Unertel. That's going to be a fun one to say all game long. 81 overall, second-year player. The wide receivers Quincy Enunwa and Travis Benjamin join the group. Right guard Noah Bedell, a second-year player, 82 overall. Right end is Randy Gregory. Middle linebacker still Navarro Bowman, but Brian Cushing joins the team. And at cornerback, Rashad Robinson, their number one guy. Then Rashad without a second R. Right is their second cornerback, a rookie as well. We really missed out on some rookie cornerbacks this year. 81 overall, 95 speed. And then Craig Mager, their third guy, 93, 95, 91. We've got fast guys, but, I don't think they're going to have much to find against these guys. Then the free safety, Bradley McKinney, a 76 overall. He's a little bit slower, so maybe we can take advantage of the safeties. Daniel Sorensen, 82 speed, if we can get behind the corners. So with those play actions, maybe with some double moves, we can get away from the safety. So we know what we're looking at. We know what we've got to do. Those cornerbacks do kind of scare me. We can usually take advantage of them, just get behind them. Not going to be as easy just from a pure speed perspective in this game. So it's going to be, like I said, run first and catch them off guard. So here we go. This, of course, is the rematch of the 2012 Super Bowl. And 1st and 20 after a holding penalty there. And on 2nd and 14, we get him with the sack. It's a great play by Keywan Hardwick there coming in on the strong safety blitz. And he manages to swing around, spin him down. And then on 3rd and 20, this sack by Hunter Washington. Even when he gets cut block, Hunter Washington still makes plays, manages to get an Ertl on the ground. We get the ball back, 1st and 10. We're looking to run the ball, of course, and we start there with Trayvon Bromley, and he picks up 9 on 2nd and 1. Van Dyke back to pass, but straight away the pressure comes in. Randy Gregory brings him down. 3rd and 19, it sets up, and he looks for Tariq Cohen, who cannot make the catch there. It was a tough catch, but you feel like he also should have made it. 2nd and 11, we're coming in with the pressure. It's all about pressure right now for both teams. 2nd and 8, a quick rollout and pass to Devontae Parker, and he picks up the first down. It's a nice clean play there. 2nd and 6, we're running it. Good blocks from everybody. George Connor trying to make some there. He does okay, but, you can't expect much against a safety. And then on 3rd and 5, a quick pass there to Tariq Cohen, who picks up the first down, gets inside the 10. 3rd and goal from the 7 now. Van Dyke with time finds George Connor on the slant in the end zone for the touchdown. And we'll take the lead here at 7-0. A great catch from Connor and holding onto it after getting hit straight away. 3rd and 8 now, and Ertl rolling out, throwing it to the left, and it's out of bounds. So we get him off the field. They're yet to complete a pass, and we get him there with a little bit of a surprise, a quarterback draw. They weren't expecting it. Van Dyke close to the first down, and 3rd and 12 here. And I don't know what was going through his mind. If he was aiming for the cornerback, it's a great pass. We've seen a couple of those this season, and there's another one. 2nd and 2. And Ertl rolling out to the right now. Washington coming in, but then he tries to throw it across the field and waiting for it and saying thank you for the free interception. Rashard Peters couldn't get away from Kyle Juszczyk, but he still gets that interception, gets that turnover, and takes the ball forward. Then we get him with a bit of a trick play here, confusing with the line setup, and we get a first down. And then we hit him with a quarterback draw, and this one is perfectly ran. Look at all that space for Philip Van Dyke. Gets inside the 15-yard line, goes over 30 yards on that play, and on 3rd and 2, it's Jaquan Barber, will not be stopped, just runs over Navarro Bowman and goes into the end zone. That man is something else. It doesn't matter who you put there to stop him, they'll struggle. Now 1st and 10, and Ertl rolling out again, rolling to the right, sitting to the right, now throwing it, and Hunter Washington there waiting for it. Marlon Humphrey could have probably had that interception just as easily. They were both there, but Hunter Washington the one who gets the interception. Another turnover. 1st and 10 from the 18, and no chance for Van Dyke. He gets sacked. 2nd and 14 now. A quick pass out to Juju Smith-Schuster, who is able to pick up the first down there, or is just short of it, but still 2nd and goal. Now thrown out to the right, and that was just a boneheaded decision What you see there is a quarterback trying to force 7 points when we should just be happy to throw that ball away and at worst settle for 3. Now we have none and they have 7, and that is why you've got to make smart decisions on every single down. 2nd and 10. We're trying to get someone here with 1:19 left in this game, and Tariq Cohen starts it off well, gets to the 40-yard line here, is tackled, but unfortunately we weren't able to get into field goal range, so we enter the second half here. The score 14-7, and we're looking to get some more points because at 14-0 our lead looked great. Now it's not looking as good, and another sack really doesn't help us there. 2nd and 20, and we're looking for George Connor. Of course, he makes that catch right around the 50-yard line. 3rd and 13 now, looking for Tariq Cohen on that play he couldn't make earlier. He makes it this time. 2nd and 10. Van der Yat looking to pass, but is sacked again. The protection really isn't standing up right now. That was a cornerback blitz. And on 3rd and 17 again. Right now, we're just struggling to deal with the 49ers pass rush, and they get the ball back. 2nd and 6. They're looking to pass, and, well, we get a bunch of sacks as well. No one can deal with anyone's pass rush right now. 3rd and 11. Great play by Marlon Humphrey. There was one-on-one for the first down. He manages to get the stop. 3rd and 9. A lofted pass to George Connor, and it was just not thrown far enough or just perfect defending. Call it what you want. And now the 49ers with the ball back get a first down there. Running the ball now with Carlos Hyde. They pick up the first down on 3rd and 2. We should have got a stop there. 1st and 10. And Ertl finds a wide open receiver. Nobody near him, and they get a touchdown. And now the game is tied. 14 apiece, and we're in the 4th quarter. A great pass there, though, to Devontae Parker. He had blockers built in for him straight away. Ortiz made a block, and then 2nd and 5. Trayvon Bromley fighting his way to the 7-yard line, and now 2nd and goal on the 2. What was that? He had a wide open receiver and he completely missed him. 3rd and goal, trying to squeeze it into Juju Smith-Schuster. He can't hold on as he gets hit, but we settle for the field goal, and we're leading by 3 again and get another sack by Tyus Bowser now. So defense needs to step up. 3 minutes 30 left in this game, and Ertl rolling around, not seeing anything, and he is sacked again on 3rd and 6. They give us the ball, and now we're just trying to run the clock down here, getting a big first down, and they had a penalty. Even though we declined it, the clock stopped, so this was a big down. We get it and we win. Don't let the scoreline fool you. This game wasn't as close as it looks, although of course actually it ended up coming down to the wire in a way, but we had this. We just, well, one ugly pick six, one drive they shouldn't have had. I say they shouldn't have had, we should have been better than that. But again, Philip Van Dijk didn't play badly. Now 2 interceptions, both of those obviously weren't really down to... No, one of them was down to him, massively overthrowing his receiver. The other one wasn't. That was just, you know, a bad read on the play. But 50% completion percentage. Again, that's just what he is. Maybe this is all he is. Maybe we need to look at another quarterback. Maybe he is a 50% guy, and that obviously isn't good enough. But I'm thinking a full season, get him some XP, help those accuracy stats, make him clutch. I don't know, anything that you think will help his accuracy. However, the running back situation is a lot better, and to be fair, Philip Van Dijk running is a lot better. Trayvon Bromley, 22 carries, 109 yards, 4.9 yards per carry. Jaquan Barber came in to close out the game and got himself a touchdown earlier in the game, 13 for 54. Philip Van Dijk, 4 for 53. Let's see if we can find the long, because that was nice. A 31-yard run from him. That was very nice. The receiving, Tariq Cohen's at the top, and it's no surprise, 4 for 67. DeMarcus Parker, 4 for 61. Then George Connor, 2 for 26. Juju Smith-Schuster 1 for 14 with 2 drops. Tackles completely spread out, but wait till you see the sacks, because this was, I mean, the other team got a bunch as well. 3 for Tyus Bowser in this game, 1 for Hunter Washington, 1 for Keelan Hardwick, 1 for Tim Williams, half a sack for Mike Richardson and Rashad Bass. The interceptions, 1 for Hunter Washington, and Marlon Humphrey could have had that just as easily, and Rashad Peters making a great play as well. Love this free safety. He is, you know, can somebody say Ed Reed reincarnated? Although Ed Reed isn't dead, so how can he be reincarnated? No forced fumbles, but 2 turnovers, and we win the game. What a surprise. Turnovers win games, and we got him in this one. And also, one final thing I wanted to add. This was a beautifully realistic game. You don't get many games that are this low scoring, have a bunch of punts on a bunch of possessions by both teams. I just loved how this game went. Of course, could have gone slightly better, and both quarterbacks played pretty terribly, but this one was 2 defenses battling it out, and it was pretty fun. So here we are, end of the game, and someone has regressed. Now, I assume that's all the sacks that Philip Van Dijk took. Absolutely, yeah. Another injury dropped. He just couldn't catch a break in that game. It was ridiculous. To be fair, that also had something to do with his accuracy. He was getting hit every time he dropped back, pretty much. So what we're going to do in this now is we've got some college players to scout, and then we can move on to playing the Jets. Interested to see what their season's going, or how their season's going. I know how to speak English, and what their team looks like. So we've gone through all the offensive linemen. Now let's take a quick look, as I haven't really looked at these too much, and I always tend to cut this stuff out. No left tackles for us. Left guards, we've got 2 possible guys here. The centers, we've got 2 as well. Then we're looking at the right guards, we've got 1 out of all of these, and then right tackles 1 as well. Raphael Culbreath. Next on to the middle linebackers, where we really don't need anybody, but you don't miss out on the top player in the draft. And you know, Rashad Bass is good, Hunter Washington is good, but if we get a guy with, you know, 90 speed and some 90 coverage stat, I'm not going to turn him down. I'm not going to find that either, but you never know. So here we are, week 11. The Jets are 2-6-1, 7-2. I love that scoreline. What else did we expect with this team? And look at the line, feeling it after a game where they allowed their quarterback to be sacked over 4 times. I think 5-6 is probably the absolute minimum, but still, this defense can shut down any offense. Let's see what the Jets look like. Let's see if they've got anybody on offense who's got a chance of getting past them. The quarterback, and that's a surprise, it's Joe Flacco. I said it's a surprise, we're the Ravens. Where did I... Why am I surprised that Joe Flacco's on another team? Did not think that one through, as I said it. Joe Flacco, starting quarterback for the Jets. I think he may even be there from our trade, so that could be a revenge game for him. The running back, Jerick McKinnon, then TJ Yeldon, Amir Abdullah, they're all high over, well, they're all decent overall. I don't know how they've collected these guys, but I'm not too worried. Usually 90 is the new average pretty much in this modern NFL. Their wide receivers are Darius Stewart, the number 1 guy for him, Sammy Coates, number 2, Devin Funchess on the team, Jalen Marshall there, but I don't know, and the speed I'm looking at, it's not crazy. I think our cornerbacks can deal with it. Then the tight end, Richard Rodgers. So the Jets absolutely, you know, every single position pretty much completely different to what we're used to in real life. The left outside linebacker, second-year player, Steven Ittersagen. Now that is an interesting name, but not a great player. Their middle linebackers, if they're still running a 3-4 scheme, which I do believe they are, Darren Lee and Will Compton. And a right outside linebacker, Sheldon Richardson, still with the team here and playing right outside linebacker. Then the cornerbacks, Jimmy Smith. So we could be in trouble here because this could be a revenge game. Trey Waynes. So they've got some, well, they've got 1 guy with speed and the rest really not. Again, if we get a matchup of George Connor with Jimmy Smith or Brashad Breeland, we've got a chance. With Trey Waynes, it's not going to be as easy. Their free safety, Josh Jones and Tyron Stogg, a second-year player, but check this out as we move on to strong safety, which I've already seen. Jamal Adams, 99 overall. That is crazy. So look out for that strong safety. You know, an incredibly good safety like that can change a game. So we'll be aware of him. So we've got a chance with those cornerbacks, maybe to take advantage of them with our receivers, but with that 99 overall, 99 awareness, Adams at safety, we've got to be careful to not get lured into any traps or think something's open when it's not. Play a smart game. We're no better than any team we play until we've won the Super Bowl, and we're better than every team we've played. So let's just take it easy here. Same thing we did against the 49ers. Run first, then we'll run again, and then we might run a little bit more, and then once we've hit him with a couple of run trick plays, we can pass. We have never had a good time against returning players, and Super Bowl winning quarterback Joe Flacco is returning, and let's see how that goes for us. But right now, it's not the passing game we have to worry about, as Jerick McKinnon runs all over us on first down. But on 3rd and 8, a good stop there by Casey Jacobs gives us the ball. 3rd and 5. Thought we had Connor there, but guess who came in? It was Jamal Adams with the stop, just flying over. Final second, broke up the pass. 1st and 10, there was just no pressure there. Gave Flacco enough time to find an open receiver eventually. Then on 1st and 10, they go play action, and it's a completion there to Darius Stewart. Marlon Humphrey in on the tackle. Alabama versus Alabama. The Jets win that one. 3rd and goal. Again, no pressure. They get it in. Tim Williams with the tackle once he got into the end zone. So 2nd and 10, we find George Connor. So after a successful pass, we go for the run with Trayvon Bromley on 1st down again, and he's got himself some great blocks. George Connor making that final vital block, and Trayvon Bromley is into the end zone for the touchdown, a 48-yard touchdown run. He's not had many this season, but he's not had many better than that one. And then a bunch of missed tackles. Jerick McKinnon spinning off contact. Finally, Casey Jacobs makes the tackle. 1st and 10, it's a short pass and a big hit there from Casey Jacobs, making plays all over the field right now. 3rd and 3, Flacco looking to pass, has got plenty of time in the pocket, can now roll out of the pocket, can now run for about 15 yards before he's finally tackled at the 10-yard line. Luckily, we managed to hold him to a field goal despite the fact we didn't stop him coming down the field whatsoever. 3rd and 6 now, we'll go for play action, and there Van Dijk didn't stand a chance. Leonard Williams comes flying in, and Jerick McKinnon, again, what was that by Hunter Washington? He started the tackle and then just stopped. Now Jerick McKinnon in a foot race. Can he get away from Rashad Peters? No, he cannot. He gets stopped. So at least Peters makes a good play there. And then on a screenplay, Rashad Peters again, straight away there. 3rd and 6 now. And there were literally 4 defenders there, and no one thought to cover that one guy running the corner. And then we just can't tackle anybody. They're in for a second touchdown. The score now 17-7. We've got 30 seconds left in this game. We go deep for Tariq Cohen, and he gets the touchdown. But even on that play, a 50-yard touchdown play, look who was right there as he made that catch. Jamal Adams wasn't that far off. Now, of course, Tariq Cohen has got next level speed, so even a 99 overall defender can't get near him. Now we start the second half 14-17, but Trayvon Bromley on a run loses the ball, gifts it to the Jets, and they have a great starting field position here. Even though we should have had the first drive, we don't get it, and it's a completion there to Richard Rodgers, who's been all over us. 3rd and goal, we do finally get a sack, we get a stop, we hold him to a field goal. 20-14 the score now. Van Dijk looking there to George Connor. He's going to have to look to him a lot now, but we still got to be careful with Adams. And as we say that, we throw an interception to him. Do not test Jamal Adams. We tried to hit the receiver in that little gap between the safety and the cornerback on a streak, and it just wasn't well placed, and it was just a bad decision to test Adams. And straight away on the very next play, Jerick McKinnon takes it into the end zone after he made a play and miss. And now they go for a 2-point conversion, and he spins away from 2 guys, and he gets the 2-point conversion. Now we're down 28-14, 3rd and 7. Van Dijk's got to do something here, and he actually makes a pretty good play there to George Connor. Gets us to the 21-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 7 now, though. He's going to have to find somebody, and he just can't. We have to settle for a field goal, so now the score 28-17 in the 4th quarter. Jerick McKinnon still making everybody miss. Can a player on this team please make a tackle? No, they cannot, apparently. But then Marlon Humphrey comes in, rips the ball out. We get it back, and that is the kind of play we needed. McKinnon just wasn't looking his way. Humphrey takes advantage of that and just rips that ball out. 1st and 10 now from the 37-yard line, and Juju Smith-Schuster makes a catch for the first down. 2nd and 10 from the 24. It's another completion there to Trayvon Bromley, who gets the first down. 3rd and 3 from the 6. Van Dijk back to pass, under pressure, gets it out to Connor though. He gets hit straight away, but holds onto the ball, and then on 1st and goal, a quick zip into Juju Smith-Schuster on a slant. And now we go for the 2-point conversion, looking for something here, but straight away Van Dijk under pressure, and he just is lucky to get the ball out of his hands without being on the ground first, although it doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. Then 3rd and 8 now. This play is huge, and we do manage to stop them. So we got the ball now, but on 1st and 10 straight away, it's a sack, and now we're 2nd and 22. Got to find a player. He finds Jakeem Grant, who, to be fair, takes a huge hit from Adams. 3rd and 22 now. Looking again for Jakeem Grant. He should catch this one. No. Another hit, another drop. And now 4th and 22. He's got to just try and force something here. Of course he has, and he just can't get it done. The interception there. No surprise, really. He was let down by his receivers. The temptation right now to put this on Jakeem Grant's shoulders is higher than it should be. Of course, you get hit. You may not hold on. But there's also no excuse for it. There is no excuse for not making big plays. That is, that is what we expect of our plays. I can't see us going to a Super Bowl and winning it when we've got our 3rd best receiver supposedly not able to make big plays when it matters. Now, of course, that first interception, I said it before we went in, we shouldn't test Adams, and that's exactly what we did with that throw. Apart from that, Philip Van Dijk was playing well. The problem is, it's returning players. It's always returning players. They play so well against us. Joe Flacco picked us apart. 84% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns. I don't understand why returning players play so well against us. Rushing, we did okay, but we had to get away from that in the end, of course, for the final drive. And there were plenty of times we could have done better. And a bunch of guys here did well, but it just wasn't what we needed. Not even close to what we needed. Forget the offensive line as well. I'll tell you what happened today, though, is Rashad Peters. I mean, we've known about him all season long, and not even today, the last 2 games, he's having a coming out party of sorts. Rashad Peters strongly establishing himself as one of the most reliable players on this defense. 6, let's take a look at that. 1 by Hunter Washington. No pressure equals no turnovers equals no wins. We did get a forced fumble, absolute clutch from Marlon Humphrey, but obviously it was not enough to get us the win. Came a little bit late. This defense actually, let's face it, also play terribly. You let Jerick McKinnon run for over 200 yards on you. That is not good enough. The linebackers absolutely let us down. The defensive line, everybody let us down. The whole team, everybody let each other down. This team let itself down as a unit together. We just couldn't get it done. Needless to say, we dropped a game we absolutely shouldn't have done. And there are no excuses for it. There's plenty of reasons for it, but there's no excuses for it. And, well, I can't even say. I think we're definitely going to take a look here, and that is, it's not as much about retribution for a single game. It's about, you know what, as that late game came, as it came down to it, I actually thought, and I see now Stokes is a 70 overall. That's also something to think about. I thought, okay, we need the speedsters on there. Then I saw and remembered just how fast Stokes is, just how fast Kevon Flowers is. And I'm going to give Stokes the start here in the slot because he's dirty fast and he's not that bad. Let's see what he's got for one game. This is not Jakeem Grant's position being taken away outright, but let's see what Stokes has got, because it actually occurred to me as we were making changes for that final play to try and get the speedsters on the field. Why isn't this guy here more often? Jakeem Grant's not slow, but Stokes is on another level. Apart from that, I wasn't actually too unhappy with what we saw from the offense. I actually was pretty pleased, except for that one interception where we shouldn't have tried Adams. What a crazy good player he is, and he was all over the place. Every time we made a good play, he was somewhere in the area pretty much. And the defense, well, that was just an absolute mess. They couldn't stop anything. They couldn't stop the pass. They couldn't stop the run. They might as well have not been on the field. They were helping nobody. Now, as I take a look at these and I'm thinking about scouting players, I think we can improve the linebackers. Rashad Bass, of course, has still got a season of XP, but Tim Williams, as much as I like him, stuck down there at a 75 overall. We need to get him some better stats or need to get somebody better there. Tyus Bowser might just survive. But look at, the rookies we've brought in. Casey Jacobs is there at an 81 overall. Rashad Peters is an 82 overall. Kevon Hardwick's up to a 78 with confidence. Hunter Washington an 84. Tim Williams has been here longer than most of those guys and is not, up to scratch on the overall, which reflects, of course, on the rest of his ability. So who knows what we're going to do there, but that is talk for the next episode. That is it for this one. To drop a game is annoying, but to be 7-3 is still pretty good. When we take a look at the division, that'll keep us first as well. We play the Cardinals, then we play the Bengals. A chance to go 5-0 in the division if we beat the Bengals in week 13. And, as much as I was disappointed by some things, the offense showed a lot. They stepped up in this game. I really like the passing game, and I think if we can get that going, combined with the defense, we should have a pretty good game against the Cardinals.